Are you looking for signs that your dog actually loves you? You won't have to look any further because you'll find them all in this video. The good news is that our canine companions are more open about their feelings than our feline companions, so it's not difficult to figure out what they think of you. It's important to note that every pet has a different love language that has an impact on how they express their affection. So one dog may bring you gifts while another may prefer to snuggle up next to you on the couch, and the other might prefer to run laps around you. We've compiled a list of the 10 scientific signs to look out for to make deciphering their love signals easier for you. Number 10, your dog seeks physical contact. This is probably a no-brainer. If your dog loves to cuddle up next to you, chances are that it loves you. A good dog cuddle can make a bad day a whole lot better. When your dog curls up with you, you should feel pretty good about your connection with them. After all, they had the option of cuddling up and sleeping anywhere they wanted, and they chose to be with you. Physical attention can be beneficial to your dog's relationship. This doesn't mean that you're suggesting that you pick up your dog and lock it in a bear hug. Pets, kisses, and perhaps even gentle hugs are all great ways to bond with your dog. A common way dogs physically express their love is by rubbing their faces against their owners. When it comes to physical contact, dogs are similar to humans in that they are only comfortable being around people they love or feel safe with. So if your canine companion is eager to be near you, it's a good sign that they feel safe and secure in your company. Most dogs love to cuddle right after being fed. Watching you prepare their meals can excite them, making them fall in love with you all over again. They tend to get really lovey-dovey after finishing their meals, so they cuddle to show it to their owners. Number 9, your dog maintains eye contact with you. No, it's not all in your imagination. When your dog looks at you with those big puppy eyes, that is a look of love. If you don't like someone, you're unlikely to spend much time looking them in the eyes. The same is true for dogs. Staring is a form of bonding that we all save for those we care about. When dogs stare at their owners, the brain releases a chemical called oxytocin, which is the same chemical that human mothers and babies release when they look at each other. This chemical is also called the love hormone and helps in bonding. Experts recommend teaching your dog to maintain eye contact early on. The best way to do this is when you're playing or cuddling. The key is to maintain natural eye contact. If you try to force eye contact with your dog, it will most likely become irritated and look away. Number 8, your dog follows you around. Having a dog around the house is sometimes like having a second shadow. If you're being followed from room to room by your dog, it's always a good sign. Dogs like to show that they care by checking in on you and accompanying you wherever you go. You must be doing something right if your dog sticks to you. If a dog follows you around, it's because they trust and love you. Whether you think having a four-legged shadow following you around the house is cute or annoying, you can at least take comfort in knowing that your dog's close proximity is a sign of their love. Because dogs are pack animals, they naturally prefer to spend time with the people closest to them. But don't think it was a bad sign if your dog doesn't always follow you into the kitchen when you get up from the couch. Some dogs are more self-sufficient than others, so just because they aren't always by your side doesn't mean they don't love you. Number 7, your dog licks you. One of the most common ways that dogs express their love and affection is by licking. It's a natural response that they learned as puppies when their mothers and littermates lick them. But don't worry if your dog doesn't lick you often. Some dogs don't get as many licks as puppies, and others prefer to show their affection in other ways. While not everyone enjoys a good old face lick, a dog's lick is their version of a kiss, and they typically give doggy kisses when they're happy to see you or concerned about you. For dogs, licking is a primal sign of affection. Mother dogs lick their puppies to groom them and bond with them. They enjoy it as well because it causes their brain to produce endorphins, which are chemicals that make them calm and happy. Number 6, your dog sleeps next to you. You might prefer that your dog spend the night in the expensive dog crate you got them, but all dog parents know that this is usually not the case. Somehow, they always ended up snuggled right up beside you in your bedroom, and that's a good sign that they love you. Dogs naturally want to be part of the pack. It's a relic of their wolf forefathers who traveled, hunted, and slept in a pack. If your dog wants to sleep in your bed, or at the very least in a dog bed in your room, it means that you're a member of its pack and he doesn't want to be separated from you. Number 5. Your dog brings you gifts. Have you ever been greeted at the door by your dog with his favorite newest object? It can be a stuffed toy, a dirty sock, or even a stick they just found outside. Well, if that's the case, you should consider yourself to be extremely lucky. If your dog regularly brings you presents, it means he wants to play with you. It could also mean that he's giving you a gift in order to please you. Some experts believe it's a hearkening back to their wolf ancestors, who would bring the best pieces of hunt to the alpha of the pack to demonstrate their loyalty. So the next time your dog brings you a dead squirrel, just know that it comes from a place of love. A roughed-up dog toy or a dead animal may not hold a lot of significance to you, but it's one of your dog's most prized possessions. It's not for any light reason that they hand one to you during playtime. They're sharing something that makes them happy in the hopes of making you feel included as well. Number 4. Your dog yawns with you. According to a study, 70% of dogs yawned after they saw their owner yawn. According to the same study, yawning is also a sign of empathy. So if your dog yawns with you, it could be a show of love. However, some experts believe it is a sign of comfort rather than love. Whatever the reason behind it is, one thing is for sure, this is a sign of a man and dog's emotional connection. Number 3. Your dog wags its tail around you. Everyone knows that when it comes to canines, a wagging tail is usually a good sign. If a dog wags its tail, that means it's happy. But did you know that this is also a sign of affection towards its owner? Since dogs who are relaxed are more likely to wag their tails, and relaxed dogs are more likely to think well of their owners. Number 2. Your dog steals your clothes. As annoying as it may be, there's a reason your dog keeps stuffing your socks, shoes, and clothes into its mouth and stashing it in its hiding spot. They're covered in your scent. If you don't want to spend all morning looking for your work clothes, try giving your dog a few of your old clothes. Number 1. Your dog greets you when you come home. Isn't it great when your dog greets you at the door when you get home? It just warms your heart when your four-legged friend rushes to the door every time they hear you come back. You don't need science to understand what your dog is saying when she does the happy dog dance when you come home from work. She's overjoyed to see her beloved human, who she considers to be the center of its universe. Let the giddy jumps, face licking, and tail wags commence. All right. Do you think your dog loves you? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to INFORAMA for more. We'll see you in the next one.